God for this woman of God because she keeps me accountable. She keeps me straight and narrow. She keeps me on up and up. She's a powerhouse. But one thing I like about this woman of God here is that she's powerful but meek. Yes. She don't try to be in the forefront even though she in the forefront.
Come on now.
I be trying to push it. She's like, no, that ain't me. She's the type of person that goes on the side. You look up, somebody just jumped out of the wheelchair, you don't know what happened. And she like a ghost, you don't even know where she went. Don't want seen, don't want to be seen, don't want no recognition, don't want none of that. That's a real diva.
Come on now, come on now, come on now.
She ain't worried about no titles, she just call me Tora.
Yep. Come on now.
But she's a powerhouse woman. I ain't never seen too many women that walk in the anointing, but it's underrated.
Yeah. Come on now. Say it now.
She pray for people and metal turn into bone.
Come on now. Yes.
That freaked me out. When I first started seeing that, I was like, Lord. So it's very rare to find, and I'm not saying it because she's my wife. I'm saying it because it's real.
Amen. Yes.
You know, so when you can get a person like that to be on your side, you really have something.
Yes.
So I thank God. I'm about to introduce you to the queen of my castle, the woman of God, the mother of my children, my wife, my sidekick, superwoman, aka demon crusher, aka slap the devil in the face with a high heel, Prophetess Tora. Amen. Give her a hand clap.
Amen. Well, I want to thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all so much. I mean, this just is such a blessing to see a packed house, to see the saints in the building. Amen? Amen. I'm going to tell you a little testimony about me, how God called me into ministry. Amen. Amen. And I was facing 20 to 60 years for traveling keys back and forth from Houston to Louisiana. But God. I was a prostitute from the age 16 all the way to 21. But God. I was a lesbian from the age 14 to 21. But God. How many of y'all know when God sets you free, you be totally free? You don't deal with those fleshly things that you used to do back in the past. Amen? See, I don't desire to sell drugs no more. I don't desire to be on that strip pole no more, taking men from they, for money. But God set me free. And it doesn't even stop there. So when when God called me, I'm like, oh yeah, you know how when you be on fire for God? Yes, this is the thing, like, yeah, this is God right here. Yes. Then all of a sudden, people that's in the flesh, that's to me, get stripped away from you. Your loved ones, your children.
Come on, Brady.
But God, I want your glory.
Come on. Yes, Lord.
God, I want more of you.
Yes, Lord.
God, increase me in the anointing. Increase me in the glory. God said, you want to increase in the anointing and the glory, but I'm about to strip these things from you. I'm about to take this distraction from you. I'm about to take those who are familiar with you from you.
Come on now.
Then I got at the beginning of January, right? I went to jail again of this year. Some more, God, I want your glory. Okay, when I went to jail this year for disciplining my daughter, she lied on me, had to pay $5,000 for a lawyer, but God, traveling across the world on bond. Nobody knew this. I had to spend, I'm like, okay, God, but I want more of your glory. I want more of you, Lord. I want more of the anointing. I want more of this, Lord. But God. I said, okay, God. So I'm sitting in the jail cell. 3 people get saved. I said, God, you want me to start my ministry here? I could just start my ministry right here in jail. Is this where you want me to be? I want more of your anointing, more of your glory. So my husband bummed me out. Children get stripped away from me.
Come on now.
But God,
But God.
more of your anointing,
Yes,
more of your
Lord.
glory. Just before this meeting, the lawyer called my husband and said, I don't know what you're doing, but the judge just dismissed y'all case. Trying to take things from you, when the enemy trying to embarrass you, but God, He will set you free. So I said, okay, God, thank you, Lord. He said, the lawyer said, I don't know what you're doing, but the Lord, the judge just set you free. He said, whatever y'all doing, keep it up. I didn't even have to stand in front of a judge. The lawyer told me that this was going to take maybe a year or 2 years. I got witness here. Angie had to put up her car for collateral for me. I have witness here, but God. We didn't stand in front of a judge. You supposed to have to stand in front of a judge to dismiss you. But it got dismissed over the phone. Come on now. See, God is your judge. When you walk into the right alignment with God, He will protect you. He will stop the enemy in his tracks. Amen. He will do that. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Children got stripped away. My 20-year-old son, my 20-year-old daughter, my 17-year-old son, my 15-year-old daughter that lied on me, stripped away. I say, God, it's just like Job.
Come on now. Come on now.
My faith,
Yes,
whatever you do, Lord, I'm still going to serve you.
Yes, Lord.
You can take them away. I can start over all again.
Come on.
Start over all again. Because one thing about that, God say He's not going to stop nothing. Anything that try to stop the move of God, He will remove it.
Yes.
He don't care if it's children. He don't care if it's husband. He don't care if it's your friend, your grandma, your mama, whoever. He will remove it out of your way. But no, people say this is not God. But the Bible say He didn't come to bring peace, but a sword to separate.
Yes, Lord.
What the scripture is? Daughter, mother against daughter. Okay?
Yes, Lord.
And He said those in your home is the ones, your enemies, those in your home. So He removed that. And when Prophet was saying when the glory around, one thing about the glory of God, anybody that's in the flesh, they can't take it. They can't take it. Things start tearing up in your house and stuff. Cars start breaking and stuff. I'm talking about all kind of stuff start messing up. Walls start cracking. I'm like, what's going on here? When the glory of God comes, come on now, tripping, acting up, friends, the people that you used to talk to, that was cool with you, turn their back on you. But God. But I thank God for it. I thank God for moving that place because when I had that around me, I started trying to do the nay-nay. You start, that spirit was, you gotta start compromising, start thinking, that's okay, you can be on that phone, buying cell phones and stuff, buying $250 LeBrons and stuff like that, start compromising.
Come on now.
And one thing about that, when you start sowing into the flesh, you reap destruction. When I sowed into that flesh, I lost my baby I was pregnant with.
Come on now.
I lost my baby when I was compromising. I lost my baby for that. In the flesh, that would cause that destruction.
That's right.
Seriously, destruction will fall when you're in the flesh. Nothing good will come to you when you are in the flesh. But when you walk in the spirit, blessings start happening. I got the court case dismissed. All kind of doors been opening. We've been traveling across the world. I can fast now. I can dream now. I can see the Lord even in my dreams.